Alright, what's up you guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I've been thinking about making this video for a long time and finally I'm here. How to pick your major. Picking a major is one of the most trickiest things or trickiest part of the application process that probably all students go through, international or domestic. Everybody goes through it. Especially America, it just has so many options that it's very diverse. Like you have a lot of things to select from. Even business, like there's business administration, there is business, there is business marketing, there is a lot of types of like different, there is economics. So like what's exactly the difference, you know? And picking the one that rightly fits your needs and your interest is very important. Now this video is not going to be like a lot of other videos that I've been watching on YouTube. It's not going to only tell you like, oh, do what your interest is or do what you like to do. No, I'm gonna tell you my tricks or the websites which I use and how I actually come up with a feeling of if this major is gonna be a good fit for the future or not. And I'm gonna be referring more towards America and the statistics for America and share you my favorite website which I use and which is pretty users friendly. I'm gonna leave the link to that website down below. According to my knowledge and experience, I would like to say that picking a major is a 50-50 deal. 50% depends on what you like to do and 50% depends on whether or not this major has a future bright scope or not. Are there enough number of jobs being created to get jobs to all the students who are actually studying this major? So, and then there also one of the minor factors I consider is also the university that you go to. Like if you go to Harvard Business School, then obviously you should study business there because they're good for business. You should not like study anything else. I mean, I don't even know if they have anything else, but that was kind of a bad example. But just look at like another school, and UC Berkeley, for example, if it's known for Haas School of Business is known for business. So if you go there, rather than choosing between economics and business, I would just choose for business administration. That makes more sense to go to because Haas is one of the best schools in the US to study business. Now coming to how to figure out your interest. If you're a student like me who has multiple interests, who is a multitasking person, and it's just like too difficult to figure out a major. It's been so difficult for me in the last 1 year and kind of now I'm tilting towards business administration. I'm gonna make a new video about why am I choosing, like I'm changing my major from physics to business administration. I haven't done that yet, but I'm gonna tell you more in the later video. So if you're a student like me who's really confused, then here is a simple golden question which you need to answer. If you have $100 million or unlimited resources, whatever you need, then what is it that you would like to do with that money? Don't give me stupid answers like just like sleep and buy all the houses and stuff, but actually think about what you would like to do with that money. Would you like to invest it in somewhere or do some research, do some business research or biology research, physics research, engineering? You want to make a rocket and go to Mars? What is it that you would like to do? The answer to this question reflects back to your subconscious interests, and I would definitely suggest you to go with it and select something which you would like to do with this money. Think about the subject which you love to talk about, which whenever you're with your friends or your parents, you're always talking about that subject, or you're always like the first one to debate about one of the news or something. It can be anything related to psychology, pol science, or whatever you want. Once you find this core interest of yours, go and look for majors related to this interest. If it's in business, then there are many options as I listed earlier. If it's in psychology, then do you want to go with psychology, or maybe it's like neurobiology, or there is psychobiology? There are a lot of different majors which you might have not even heard about. So the best thing I would like to suggest you is go to universities' websites, their official websites. If you just Google UC Berkeley majors or UC Berkeley programs, then you'll find a list of all the majors. It doesn't necessarily mean that you will go to UC Berkeley. This is more to get you an idea about how many majors and what different types of majors are existed in America if you're planning to study here. Then if you find like 5 to 6 majors which are pretty related to your interest, then list them down and start doing your own research about in-depth knowledge about all of these majors. One other thing that I did not mention earlier, but now I kind of feel that it's a little bit important, is that your grades. I personally do not recommend picking your major related to what grades you get. If you get good grades in math or physics as I did, it doesn't necessarily mean that my core interest is in math and physics. Now I'm kind of realizing that it's in business administration and stuff like that because of different reasons, but check out my other video whenever I make it. probably in the next week I'll be able to post that new video. So if you're getting really good grades in computer science but you really like biology, then if you're between like selecting medicine and computer science, definitely go with biology. Go with what you like to do and not what you get really good grades in, because if you continue whatever you are doing and what you like to do, then there's a high probability that you will increase your grades and you will start loving it. On the other hand, I also believe in being the best in whatever you do. It does not necessarily mean getting the best grades, but getting the best experience out of it. So let's say if you become a really good computer scientist, you get all this like really good degree from UC Berkeley being a computer scientist, but still your core interest is in biology. Then when you actually enter the market after a few years, it would be really hard for you to be as creative as other people whose core interest is computer science. Since you really like biology, and if you end up studying biology, it would be, even if you get like B's or C's in your classes, there's more probability that you will do like pretty good research, or you will love to like do whatever you're doing and not get tired of your job. But if you become a computer scientist, that might like scare you away, or that will make you a little bit scared about your major. And also at the end, you might be able to just like quit your job and go again and get a biology degree. I've seen so many students do that also. Alright, so now finally coming to the main part of the video of how to check out the future scope of a particular major, or how to look for unique majors which you have not heard about. So the first and my favorite resource is the US Bureau of Labor Statistics website. It has all the different types of majors and a different type of scope. It also shows you the median salary. You can also like play around with it. It has a lot of other publications which you can use. It will also show you the number of job increase and also like percentage increase. Do not go a lot with the percentage increase, because that's just a percentage out of the entire industry. So if you look at like doctor or something, the last time I checked, I remember that the percentage was less, but there's like thousands, like 90,000 or something jobs available. So go on the number of jobs and not the percentage of the jobs. I mean, it obviously makes more sense to go with the numbers and not the percentage. But if you're looking for a major whose median salary is less than what you expect, then do not get discouraged, okay? This is just a median, it's not the maximum. If you know that you can be the best in the world of whatever you're doing, then you can obviously also earn as much as a median salary doctor, you know what I mean? Like, even if you just like do a small job or vocational training, but if you're really good at it, there's a pretty high chance that you can also go higher, right? So don't really say like, oh, I want money, so I'm gonna become a doctor. Believe me or not, I was that for the last few months, but it does not really work out well at the end. I'll explain more about that in the next video. I know this is like the third time I'm telling you about my next video, but I'm trying to plan my next video really nicely about like why I deciding to change my major, because obviously it's the big step and I'm thinking and considering a lot of things before I make that step. The last but not the least, if you're not able to come up with a firm major which you would like to do, then I highly suggest you guys to come to a community college or to do a lot of short courses in different subjects to explore your interests. Coming to a community college is first of all cheaper, so you can explore more options, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. And after that, you can actually change your major very easily at a community college. I know that even in universities, if you get a scholarship or something, and if you choose a major which you're not 100% sure you would like it or not, and then it's very hard to change your major. And even if you do not get a scholarship, it's like a big process, because they need to check if that major has a seat available for you or not, something like that. But community colleges have like pretty much unlimited seats available, because it's a community college. They do not have a lot of limits and everything, and the process is very simple to change a major at a community college. To me, it just doesn't make sense to spend like $50,000-$60,000 a year to study a major while you're exploring your interests. It's better to just go to a community college and explore your interest, and then transfer out to a university and get your degree. That's sort of my plan, which I'm executing right now. Alright guys, that was the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching. Do follow me on Instagram and leave in the comment section below if you learned something new or not. I really hope this helps you to select your major, and if you have any tips which you'd like to give to other students, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching.